Have you ever wondered why you didn't get that job? What about that raise or that promotion that you were supposed to get? It could be that you're not showing the world how awesome and how amazing you are. You really look amazing, all of you. Oh my goodness, you're so amazing. I have to pull this cell phone out and take a picture of you. Oh goodness, wow. Okay, ready? Big smiles. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness, that's gonna be so good. You know, they say you should never bring a cell phone up with you when you speak. But I don't always do everything I'm told like I used to. When I was younger, I was a daughter of very prominent members in the community, and I had to be a very well-behaved child, polite, respectful, obedient, always doing what I'm told. That was the way that I could be a good girl, and I wanted that. And then when I entered the professional world, I wanted to be a good employee. I wanted my boss to say, you know that Abby Hamilton, she is a good apple. She's so polite and respectful, obedient, and always does what she's told. I wanted to be that until I realized that wasn't enough. So there was this particular day at work where I walked into my boss's office and handed her this project that I had been working on for so long. Then I stepped back and waited for my good apple approval. But instead, she said, I wouldn't have done it like that. Well, that didn't sound like good apple to me. Actually, in my head, I felt like she was saying, you clearly have no idea what you're doing. And almost instantly, these voices from my past chimed in like a choir and agreed with her that I can't do anything right. It sounded like, ooh, what are you wearing? Oh my goodness, that doesn't even go. This coffee tastes like tar. You don't even know how to make coffee? Abby, you need some serious parenting lessons. I thought to myself, you know what, they're right. They are right. I just need to go back to doing everything I'm told. So I told my boss, I'll do whatever you say. So I went back to my office. I tried to make the changes that she had asked for, but I couldn't do it. Just one change would have ruined other parts of the project. I couldn't make those changes she asked me to do. So I had to go see her. I collected all the courage from deep inside, and I walked into her office, and my heart was beating so fast. And I said, these are the reasons it has to be this way. And she said, okay. Oh my goodness, that was such a huge moment for me. I asserted myself like a smart, strong person who makes decisions, who makes good decisions. And I came to find out later that when I left my boss's office that day, she was sitting there smiling and saying to herself, now that's the Abby that I've been waiting for. Isn't it crazy how she knew I had it in me, but I didn't? And now in this moment, I had this glimpse of what it was like to be assertive and strong and intelligent. And I wanted more. I wanted to learn how to be more assertive. So I went to that sacred place that all people go to learn those things that they want to know, YouTube. And I watched every single video there was about assertiveness. You know, there I found that there's this thing called negativity bias, where the brain pays more attention to the negative because it wants to protect you. Well, that explains why I kept hearing all the negative in my mind. And then when I went on to my doctorate program, I learned about Bandura's social cognitive theory. It says all the influences from your environment, from when you were born until now, they create who you are, and they shape your assessment of what you can do and what you can't do. Well, everything's starting to make sense now. You know, everybody watching this, each of you has your own bank of influences that explains who you are. For some of you, maybe you had a tough childhood. You came from a small town. Maybe you had conservative parents, or you grew up in an extremely different culture. As for me, it was my Filipino culture. I'm a second-generation Filipino-American, and in our culture, we focus on respect and obedience, humility. We avoid confrontation, and we never question authority. Well, that explains why I had so much trouble speaking up. I needed to know, could it be that my culture was keeping me from being assertive? So I conducted a study of 473 Filipino Americans, and I found that the more closely we hold on to our Filipino interpersonal norms, the less assertive we are. So what do I do with that? I'm trying to make it in the society where the forceful, direct, push the envelope people are getting the job and getting the promotion and getting the raise. I'm just not like that. I don't want to be pushy and mean and ugly and rude. But in all my learning, I found that I don't have to be. You see, assertiveness is the way that you communicate that is firm, yet still respectful. I was so excited to learn that this is possible, and that's why I speak to women and minorities and companies and colleges so that they will know the great, beautiful way to be assertive. And that's why I'm here to tell you the 3 components to beautiful assertiveness. Number 1, know yourself. Number 2, show and share your greatness. And number 3, glow like you're the best. Number 1, know yourself. Well, Aristotle said, know thyself. Who am I, though? How am I supposed to know who I am? And I found my answer in that great movie called The Help, where this nanny, Miss Aibileen, told this little girl every day that she was smart and she was kind and she's important. That's me. That's me and that's you every single day. You know, I worked at this one company and I walked into my boss's office. It must have been the worst possible time because I asked an normal everyday question. And he said, come in and have a seat. What do you think this is? Abby Hamilton Company? And he began this angry monologue. I was a wreck. I allowed every word he said to rip me apart, shred me into pieces. I couldn't handle it. But if I had remembered Miss Aibileen's words, that I'm smart and kind and important, I would be able to remind myself, you know what? When I woke up this morning, I intended to be a good person. I came to work today to be a good employee. And I'd be reminded of that enough to have the confidence to tell my boss, I am here to do an amazing job in this position. And I just need you to show me how. Tell me how. That is like giving a gift, and it's a beautiful way to be assertive. Number 2, show and share your greatness. One time I was working as a school teacher, and I had been at this school for a few years when this brand new, sparkly new teacher came in. And every single day, she was talking to the boss in the office. I was wondering, what are they talking about? What are they talking about all the time, every single day? Then one day, I found out. All the teachers received this email from the boss. And the email said, Teachers, I would like for you all to try this new thing that the new teacher has shared with us. And I read it. I was like, what? I have been doing that for years. My mistake was I never told my boss. How on earth was she supposed to know all the wonderful things happening behind that door in my classroom? She wouldn't. So we need to start showing and sharing our ideas and our achievements so that our boss can know the value that we bring and give us that raise or promotion. But not only that, we will begin to inspire all those around us when they hear our great accomplishments and our great and amazing ideas. And that's a gift you can give to others. And that shows beautiful assertiveness. Number 3, glow like you're the best. When I say glow, I kind of mean that you can think and feel and say that you're great. You can feel this greatness come from deep down inside, and others can see you glow. You know, I was looking online and I saw this picture of Jennifer Lopez where she had her arms up in the air like she was saying, "Here I am, world. I am the best." And I loved that. I wanted to be more like that. Whew. So I tried it. Put my arms up in the air. I am the... No, it just felt so strange. I couldn't say that. It wasn't part of my personality. I'm just not like that. But then I realized that if I can't say I'm the best, why would anybody else say so? Think about it this way. If I tried some lemonade and it wasn't very good and I said, it's not the best, here, try it. Would you try it? Here's a doctor to do your surgery. She's not the best. Here's a guy to introduce to your daughter. He's not the best. Here's a daycare for your children. It's not the best. Would you say, woo, sign me up? No, you wouldn't. You want the best, and so does everybody else. If you can't say you're the best, neither can your potential employer, your future husband, your next big client, your next investor. What about your children? What about the community? You need to glow from deep inside like you are the best. And that is a beautiful way that you can be assertive in this world. And now that I know how to be assertive in this beautiful way, I can go back to the voices from my past and I can say, I am smart enough to recognize that you do things your way. You have your own style. And I have my style too. And my style says that I could wear these pink shoes or green shoes or black and white polka dot shoes if I want to on any stage for the entire world to see. Why? Because my ideas are important. And guess what? Because I'm the best, and so are all of you. Know yourself. Show and share your greatness. Glow like you're the best. That's the way that you can spread beauty in the world. When you wake up every morning, you have a brand new opportunity to spread beauty into this world. And don't we need more of it? Spread your beauty and make this place a wonderful place for us all to live. Thank you.